Chapter 10: Policy Uncertainty During the Clinton Administration. In the beginning, many were unsure of where Clinton really stood. He had to present a conservative profile to succeed in Arkansas, but still had a strong stance on social reforms, such as reforms in educational systems of Arkansas, lower utility rates, and also favored job training for welfare recipients. Clinton campaigned to half the deficit within 4 years, but also proposed to lower taxes for the middle class and to increase spending on social investments and provide immediate economic stimulus. Because of contradicting policies, Clinton had to seriously consider two options that were certain to attract political opposition: increasing of taxes or cutting of spending on existing programs. Clinton decided to develop his own economic package. He proposed to reduce the deficit to $205 billion by 1997 instead of having the deficit by 1996. Clinton decided he needed new tax revenues. He increased the gas taxes 2.5 cents per gallon, had major tax increases for the wealthy, and cut 100,000 government jobs. When Clinton submitted his budget for the 1994 fiscal year, half of his budget was towards military spending and only 4% was towards social programs. In 1992, Clinton realized that there were over 40 million uninsured Americans. He wanted to have coverage for all Americans, but it could cost over $100 billion to cover, and that would require many new taxes that was very looked down upon at this period of time. Although social policy was big, America listed crime as the #1 issue of this period. Therefore, Clinton gave funding for 100,000 new police officers and a new federal death penalty. He also allocated $22.3 billion for new construction of prisons. In the 1994 elections, Republicans took control of both houses in Congress. This created huge divisions between the White House and the Congress. Republicans wanted to diminish government spending, which most likely would be cuts in the American social welfare state. Disputes on the budget led to a 43-day shutdown of the government. It ended with Clinton agreeing to having a 7-year limit to balance the budget. It also included minimal funding to environmental and medical programs. Most of Clinton's second term was surrounded by disputes on what to cut and fund. More disputes arose when there was a surplus in 1998 and the two parties wanted to spend it differently. Clinton wanted to save Social Security and modest increases in domestic spending, while Republicans wanted tax cuts. There were many vulnerable populations during this period, including women, persons of color, immigrants, children, and the gay and lesbian community. Women's rights in this era were more focused around abortion, because many hospitals didn't offer it, and most medical students weren't even taught how to do the procedure. During this period, affirmative action came under attack in California, and many feared this would destroy opportunity for colored people in the workplace. Also, the amount of colored people in college dropped after the passage of the Proposition 209, which forbade public universities from displaying any preference for persons of color in their admission process.
Created using Powtoon.